Happy New Year, friends! Welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie and I wanted to do something fun and sparkly for New Year's Eve. It's simple, it's glittery, and honestly, it just makes me so happy. I'll be using some of the products I bought for my trip to South Korea. If you haven't checked out my haul video, I'll leave it linked up above in the cards. Whether you did a quiet night in like me or celebrated out, this is such an easy way to add a little sparkle. If this sounds like something you're interested in, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be doing a glitter tip ombre on my index and pinky finger, so I'm starting with my base color first. You probably already know the drill by now that one of my favorite base colors to use is the Nail Bio Nudie Pink. I'll build that up with 2 total layers, but I want to get my first layer on all my tips first, and then we'll go into the second layer. For my ring finger and thumb, I'm going to be using DS232 City Lights. This is from the D-Gel Black Label collection. It's an absolutely beautiful collection. This is a black base with silver reflective glitters. I don't feel like this video quite captures it, but it's so twinkly and so sparkly. As I was applying this gel, I could just see it twinkling and it is absolutely stunning. At the end of the video, I'll leave pictures of this mani with the flash on so you can see just how reflective and gorgeous it is. I think reflective glitters are just so beautiful. The one thing I will say though is because they are reflective glitters, even though they're finer glitters, they do have a little bit of a gritty texture to them, but nothing that like a thicker top coat couldn't fix if texture bothers you. But I did just want to call that out in case you're sensitive to like textures, that you just want to make sure you're using a thicker top coat. And then lastly, for my middle finger, this is going to be DS233 Steel Noir. So this is such a silky and beautiful cat eye. This is also from the D-Gel Black Label collection. And in the second layer is when I'll cat eye it, and I'm going to show you the glass bead method. But I went ahead and cured my first layer for a full 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with a layer 2. So I'm starting to build up the coverage a little bit of nudie pink on my index and pinky fingers, but it's still going to be sheer, which is my preference and why I love this color. Because I just like that slight wash of color, that little bit of blurring effect. But of course, if you prefer a clear negative space, you can just always skip the base color and go straight into your glitter ombre. For my ring and thumb, I'm doing a second layer of City Lights because it was almost fully opaque in one layer, but I felt like there were some spots where it wasn't fully opaque, and I just decided to do 2 layers on all the nails. I do want to make sure that my polish is as thin as possible because I want to make sure that it's able to cure all the way through. And if your layers are too thick, it also could cause wrinkling when you cure it. So I'm just making sure to apply the polish as thin and evenly as possible. And then lastly, on my middle finger, I'm doing a second layer of Steel Noir. And so I want to make sure that I'm applying a thin, even layer of Steel Noir. Once I have that layer on, I'm not going to cure it yet. I'm going to take my magnet, and I like to start by pulling the magnetic particles, moving my magnet up and down to one side to bring in those magnetic particles. And then once I have them pulled to the side, I'm going to move my magnet around the nail to start pulling in, pushing in those magnetic particles to the center to make like a clear small bead of that silver magnetic particle. So I just want to compress them, move them in. So I'm moving them around, making it a little bit tighter. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to cure all my nails for a full 60 seconds. And now I'm going to get into the glitter ombre. So for the index finger, I've got City Lights, and I'm applying a thin layer of that at the free edge area. I don't want to go too high up, but once I have that on, I'm not going to cure it. I'm going to leave it wet, and then I'm going to take an ombre brush, and then I'm going to start lightly feathering up towards the center of my nail just to blend that in a little bit. And I'm going to build up the opacity with 2 layers because I want to make sure that my layers are thin, but I do want to start blending in that first layer. And I'm also going to do the same for my pinky. I'm applying a little bit of City Lights to that free edge area, just a thin layer, and then taking my ombre brush and lightly feathering up. So for the ombre, you want the most amount of color at your free edge, and then you want it to sort of fade towards that center. Once I'm happy with the first layer, I cured that for a full 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with a layer 2. So I'm applying City Lights to that free edge area, and then once again, taking my ombre brush and very lightly feathering up towards the center of the nail, and then doing the same for my pinky, applying city lights to the free edge and then very lightly feathering up. I know it doesn't look well blended at this point, but this is a trust the process because we're going to camouflage it and make it blend in beautifully using this stunning gold glitter gel. This is from F Gel. This is FG209 from my most recent nail mall haul. And it's a gold glitter with larger glitter pieces in it. So the similar of how I did City Lights, I applied a little bit of that to the free edge, and then I'm just lightly feathering up using my ombre brush. I'm going past where I have City Lights because I want to camouflage that little bit of a harsher line of City Lights, and the chunkier glitter pieces help them blend in and hide that harsher line. So that's why I really like it. And even though City Lights has the silver reflective glitters, I am a firm believer in you can mix your metals. So I actually really love the mixtures of the gold with the silver, especially for a New Year's Eve set, just to make it extra blingy. I cured that for a full 60 seconds, and now I want to tie in more of that mixed metal look on my middle finger. So I'm going to be using this gold glitter liner gel from Daily Charm. I'm picking up a little bit of that on my liner brush, and I want to draw some vertical lines on the middle nail. I don't have super steady hands, so whenever I'm trying to do longer, straighter lines, I find that it's easier to use a longer liner brush and use as less strokes as possible. I do a couple here. However, the less you do, the easier it is. So once I have that line down the center of my nail, I'm going to use it as my guide. And then to either side of it, I'm going to do 2 additional lines to make those vertical stripes. I'm going to cure everything together at the end. However, you can always flash cure in between each line. Like if you really nailed your middle line and you're worried about messing that up, once you're done with it, you can flash cure it for 10 to 15 seconds and then move on to your next line. You can flash cure in between each line. And that way, if you mess up the subsequent line, you can wipe that away and leave the other ones intact. But once I'm done with my lines, I'm just going to fully cure them all together for 60 seconds. I'm going to add a small bow accent to the center of my nail. So I've got these bow studs that are a thin metal. They are flat, so they're not going to lay flush against your nail because your nails are curved. So I'm going to use this bender tool, and I'm going to place my stud in the center of it. And then the stick that came with it, I'm going to apply that, press down firmly. And because the metal is so thin, it's going to add that curve so that it fits flush against your nail. So I want to show you what it's going to look like now because you do see that little bit of a curve. So on the center of the nail, if I just kind of place that on, you can see that it's now flush, that it's not going to stick up. So obviously it's not going to work for all your charms. It has to be something thin like this, but it works wonders. And to adhere the stud to my nail, I'm going to be using my Make in Parts gel. I've been really loving using this and getting good longevity out of it, and the consistency is really great. I could just apply a dollop of that on the center of my nail and then put my charm on top, but I just find it easier to just dip my charm into that gel and then place that on my nail around where I want it, and then I can work on straightening it up. When I'm happy with the placement, I can fully cure it in place to secure it. And then I'm going to add a couple of other accents to my nail because whenever I'm doing elements on a nail set, I always like to tie it into more than one nail just to make sure the set is as cohesive as possible. Even though the studs are a really thin metal and are bent to fit against the curve of the nail, they still do create a little bit of texture to the surface of your nails. So I decided to apply a really thin layer of builder gel to even out the surface. So I'm using my Doi Basics clear gel. This is a clear builder gel, and I'm applying a thin layer of that to my index, middle, and pinky fingers. Once I've got that on, I'm going to cure for a full 60 seconds. And then I'll top coat all my nails using my Doi Clear top coat. I went ahead and applied my press-ons off camera, and as always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles with my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil. This is in a previous limited edition scent, Cheers. Unfortunately, it's no longer available, but it was just too perfect for the occasion not to use. This is one of the scents where I very sparingly use because the bottle's already half gone and I do not want to run out. It's such a struggle for me because I have hoarder tendencies, and there's certain scents that I never want to run out of, but I know I need to use them before they go bad because they do have oils in them. They're not going to last forever. So it's always a struggle for me. And tell me that I'm not the only one with this problem. But regardless, that pretty much wraps up today's mani, and I love the way this set turned out. It was super glittery, perfect for ringing in the new year, and I actually did love it so much that I did my right hand off camera, so I actually have matching hands. So if you're still here, drop me like a champagne or like cocktail emoji down below in the comments. So I hope this video was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.